Hello everyone, welcome to Rajeshwari's Commerce and Management Study Hub. I'm Rajeshwari here. Your exams are near, going to start from tomorrow. So, to help you people, I have decided to solve all the questions unit wise from 2023 to 2019. That is from 19 to 23, we are solving. Okay, from 2023 we are starting the questions, recent questions we are starting. So all the questions, section B and section C questions I am solving here. Today let us discuss accounting of share capital. Accounting of share capital ಎಲ್ಲ questions ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಹೀಗೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನಾನು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. While watching, please practice, and I have done the previously the basic concepts videos also. Watch that. If you don't know, you don't have any idea about issue of shares, then you need to watch that. If you watch directly these questions, you will understand, but you will forget. Always be clear with the concepts. That is most important. And you know, this is the most easiest chapter. You can score full marks. That is why don't miss. Now, without delaying, let us start. Kalpataru Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 10 per share. The amount was payable as follows: rupees 20 on application, rupees 50 on allotment including premium, rupees 40 on first and final call. All the shares were subscribed and the money duly received except the first and final call on 1000 shares. The directors forfeited these shares and reissued them fully paid up at rupees 80 per share. Pass the necessary journal entries in the books of the company. So in the books of the company, Kalpataru company, we need to pass the journal entries. So what is the number of shares totally they have issued? Shares ಎಷ್ಟು issue ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 10,000. What is the rate of share? Rupees 100 each at a premium plus premium. So premium means what? More than the face value. Now, how they have divided this? The application money 100. They have divided 20 on application, rupees 50 at the time of allotment on allotment, and rupees 40 on final call. First and final call. First and final call. Right. So here 40 plus 20 is 60. Remaining 40. So this 50 includes, that is 40 rupees plus 10 rupees. That is 50. Includes premium. In the stage of allotment, they have included the premium amount also. Right. Now let us solve this question. And they have how many shares they have not received? Duly not received 1000 shares. These shares they have forfeited and reissued at rupees 80 rupeesಗೆ reissue ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Forfeited ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಯಾವಾಗ particular money, amount of money it is due from the shareholders, amount ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರೀಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, now let us solve the journal entries. So journal entries in the books of the Kalpataru Company Limited, we have a format, that is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Format ನ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನು? ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮನಿನ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ? ಥ್ರೂ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ ಟು equity share application account. What is the number of shares we have issued? 10,000. And what is the amount of application? Application desto 20 rupees into 20. 10,000 into 20 is 2 lakh. Right? 10,000 into 20 is 2 lakh. So this narration is being application money received. Here I am not going to write narration, but you people don't miss, write the narration. Okay. Now application money we received. So this application money we need to transfer into share capital account. So for that, here we have credited application. No, to transfer, we are debiting application account, equity share, application account debtor to equity share capital account. Capital account 2 lakh. Being share application money transferred to capital account. Right. Then next entry we have allotment. ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮನಿ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಶೇರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ allotment account debtor. How many shares? 10,000 shares. What is the amount on the allotment? It is 50, including premium. So 10,000 into 50 is 5 lakh. And this 50 includes premium rupees 10 also. So that we need to show it separately. And what is the amount which is going to capital? To equity share capital account 10,000 into 40, that is 4 lakh, to securities premium account 10,000 into 10 rupees on premium, that is 1 lakh. Right? Being share allotment money due. Now let us pass the received entry. First we are passing due entry, then we are passing the receipt entry. That is, through bank we received, so we are debiting bank account to share allotment account 5 lakh. Being share allotment money received. The next entry is for the first and final call. Equity share first and final call account debtor to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. What is the amount on first and final call? It is rupees 40. So it is 4 lakh. 4 lakh. Now we need to pass the receipt entry. But here, at the time of share first and final call money, we have a due for 1,000 shares. The money which we have not received. So is it possible to record the entry or pass the entry for the amount which we have not received? No, you can't. So what you need to do is bank account debtor, out of 10,000 shares which we have issued, we have not received 1,000 shares, except 1,000 on remaining shares we have received money, into 40. So it is 3,60,000. 3,60,000 to equity share first and final call account. Final call account. 3,60,000. Right. I hope you all are understanding. Next is, now we are passing the entries for the forfeited shares. Okay, so first we should know how many shares are forfeited, that is non-payment of the shares. For that we are passing the entry equity share capital account debtor. How many shares are non-paid? 1,000 shares. What is the value of the shares? 100. 1,000 into 100 is 1 lakh. Now, to share forfeited account face value is 100. In this, minus 40. 40 rupees is the value of the your first and final call. What is the remaining balance? The 60 rupees. So this you need to take down. 60 into 1,000 is 60,000. Or you can do to equity share first and final call account, that is 1,000 shares you have not received at the time of first and final call. The value is 40. 1,000 into 40 is 40,000. 1 lakh minus 40 is also 60. 100 minus the value, the space where you have not received the money, in which stage, whether it is a allotment stage or application stage or the final call stage, that stage money you need to deduct from the face value. On remaining balance we are forfeiting. Share forfeited account data 60 into 1,000 is 60,000 and 1,000 into 40 is 40,000. This is for non-payment. Now we are reissuing these forfeited shares. So let us pass the entry for the reissue. Reissue entry is bank account debtor. Bank account debtor. What is the value of reissue? Rupees 80 we are reissuing. 80 into 1,000. 80,000. Share forfeited account, that is out of 100 face value you have issued at rupees 80, the balance is 20 into 1,000. 20 into 1,000. Share forfeited account debtor 20,000 to equity share capital account. Capital account is 1 lakh, being reissue of forfeited shares. Now the remaining balance, whatever there in the forfeited account, that we need to transfer. So how we will come to know whether the balance is remaining or not? Here you can see How much you have credited in your forfeited account? 60,000. Here, how much you have debited in your forfeited account? 20,000. 60 minus 20, remaining is the surplus 40,000. Transferring to which account? Share forfeited account debtor to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account we are transferring 40,000. Okay, understood? First, first entry is for application money received. Then we are transferring due entry, receipt entry, due entry, receipt entry. In case you have failed to receive any amount, you have forfeited, cancelled and reissued, then you need to pass these three entries. First entry is for the non-payment, how much it is remaining, how much you can issue. So that forfeit, the amount you are showing, then reissue entry, then the remaining surplus you are transferring to capital reserve account. So we'll move to next question now. Yes. Solve the questions with me. Okay. Take the screenshot of the questions. Solve with me. Yes. So this is May 2023 question. Ramakrishna Company Limited issued 10,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 10 per share. The amount was payable as follows. Rupees 10 on application, 55 on allotment including premium, 45 on first and final call. The shares were subscribed and the money duly received except first and final call on 500 shares. So in the previous question, how many shares we have forfeited? 1000. But here we are forfeiting only 500 shares. And the director forfeited these shares and reissued at rupees 80 each as fully paid. Pass the necessary journal entries in the books of the company. Now, the rupees 100 is the face value that has been divided as rupees 10 on application, allotment that includes 10 rupees on the premium also. So 55 minus 10 is 45 is the allotment money and 10 is the premium. First and final call is rupees 45. And how many shares they have forfeited? 500 shares. And what is the value of the shares? Reissue value is rupees 80 per share. Right. Now let us solve this question. Journal entries in the books of Ramakrishna Company Limited. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Now what is the first entry? First entry is for application. Bank account debtor to bank account debtor to preference share application account. So what is the amount of application? Issued 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each on the application. 10,000 into 10 is 1 lakh. 1 lakh on application we have received. Now we are transferring application money to capital account. For that, share application account debtor we are debiting. Here we have credited, here we are debiting, and we are crediting with the preference share capital account. Capital account. Being share application money transferred to share capital account. Next entry is allotment. Allotment we have premium also. Preference shares. First entry is due entry. Preference share. Allotment. Account debtor. that is 1000 into 55 including premium. 1000 into 55 is 5 lakh 50,000 to preference share capital account, that is 1000, 10,000 here also 10,000 into 45, 4 lakh 50,000 premium amount to securities premium account 10,000 into 10, 1 lakh being share allotment money due. Next entry is the receipt entry for the allotment money. Bank account debtor, that is 10,000 into 55 is 5 lakh 50,000 to preference share allotment account 5 lakh 50,000 being share allotment money received. Next entry is first and final call. For first and final call, first entry is due entry we are passing preference share first and final call account debtor 10,000 shares and 45 rupees, that is 4 lakh 50,000 to preference share capital account 4 lakh 50,000 being first and final call money due. The next entry is entry we are passing for the receipt entry. But here we have not received the whole amount whatever due we have recorded here because we have forfeited due ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿರೋದು ನಮಗೆ 500 ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 9,500 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಇಂಟು 45 rupees. 9,500 into 45 we will get, that is 4,27,500, right? 4,27,500 to preference share first and final call account 4,27,500, right? Now we need to pass the entries for the forfeited. So how many shares we are forfeiting, then reissue of forfeited shares, and the excess money we are transferring to the capital reserve account. Now preference share capital account debtor, here we have not received for 500 shares into 100 is the face value of the share. Okay, so 500 into 100 is 50,000, right? 50,000 shares. Then 2 share forfeited account 500 into 55. 500 into 55. In 100, if you minus 45, you will get 55. That is 27,500 And which stage you have not received? At first and final call. Preference share, first and final call account. 500 into 45. 500 into 45. That will come at 22,500. Right. 27 plus 22, 23. So 50,000. Now let us pass the entry for the reissue. Right. Reissue bank account data. We reissuing 500 shares at rupees 80 each. Debtor 500 into 80 is 40,000. 5 8s are 40. So 40,000 share forfeited account 500 into 20. Why 20? In 100 face value, if you minus 80 reissue value, you will get 20. 20, that is 500 into 20, 10,000 to preference share capital account 500 into 100 will get 50,000. Right. Share capital account in the previous entry we have debited. Here we credited. Now the surplus we are transferring to which account? Capital reserve account. So here you can check it out. What is the credit? 27,500 is there in forfeiture account. Here it is 10,000 is there. So what is the remaining balance? 17,500. Forfeited shares account debtor to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account 17,500. Balance on forfeited account transferred to capital reserve account. Right. Yes. Then let us discuss 2022 questions. April 2022 question. Sanjeev Company Limited issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 10 per share. The amount was payable as follows. Rupees 20 on application, rupees 50 on allotment, including premium. Rupees 40 on first and final call. All the shares were subscribed and the money duly received except the first and final call on 600 shares. The director forfeited these shares and reissued at rupees 80 each, fully paid up. Pass the necessary journal entries. So here again we need to pass the journal entries, and they have reissued how many shares? 600 shares. So what are the information which is given? 20,000 shares. First entry is application money. We received application money. What is the entry for application money received? Bank account debtor. Bank account debtor 20,000 shares into, they have given at rupees 20 on application. 20,000 into 20 is 4 lakh. To equity share application account 4 lakh. Narration is being application money received. Now we need to transfer this application money to which account? Share capital account. For that, we are debiting equity share capital account share application account debtor to equity share capital account. Total amount 4 lakh. Being application money transferred to capital account. The next entry is for allotment. Equity share allotment account debtor 20,000 into 50 each is 10 lakh to equity share capital account, because we have premium also. Capital account 20,000 into 40, 10 rupees is premium, it is 8 lakh. To securities premium account 20,000 into 10, 2 lakh, total 10 lakh, being allotment money due. Now we need to transfer receipt entry, we need to pass for this allotment. Allotment is, that is receipt entry is bank account debtor to equity share allotment account 10 lakh. Being allotment money received. Right. The next entry is first and final call account. Equity first and final call account debtor. What is the amount on first and final call? It is 40. 20,000 into 40, 8 lakh. To equity share capital account 8 lakh. Being first and final call money due. For receipt entry, we have a due. What is the due? It is 600. Bank account debtor, out of 20,000, 600 shares we have not received. So 19,400 shares into 40 rupees. That will be 7,76,000. 7,76,000 to equity share first and final call account. 7,76,000. Right. Being first and final call money received. Now forfeited. So what is the entry? Equity share capital account, account debtor, ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಇರೋದು 600 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. 600 into 100, 60,000. Now to share forfeiture account 600 into 60. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮನಿ 40. 100 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 40 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ 60. That is 36,000 to equity share. Equity share first and final call account 600 into 40, 24,000. 24,000. 36 plus 24, 60,000. So this is the non-payment of final call entry. For the non-payment of final call entry. Now we need to pass the entry for the reissue. Right? What is the entry? Bank account debtor. Bank account debtor 600 is the number of shares and we reissued at rupees 80. 600 into 80, 48,000. 48,000 to share forfeiture account 600 shares only. Out of 100, 80 minus, if you add minus, then you will get 20. That is 600 into 20 is 12,000. This also you need to debit. Share forfeited account debtor 12,000. 600 into 20. 100 minus 80 is 20. Then 2 equity share. Equity share capital account, that is 600 into 100, 60,000. 48 plus 12, 60,000. Now the entry, the balance, whatever there in the forfeited account, we are transferring. So what was the amount? 24,000. 24,000 is there in the forfeited account. 36,000 is there in the forfeited account. Out of 36 minus 12,000, remaining balance is 24. We are transferring to which account? Capital reserve account. Share forfeited account debtor to capital reserve account. 36,000, which is we have credited to the forfeited account. Out of this we are minusing whatever we have debited, 12,000. So remaining balance is 24,000. Right? And one more question they have asked in the 2022, that is July. Same similar question which we have solved for March 2023. So let's move to March 2020 question. The question is, Arushi Computers Limited issued 10,000 equity shares of 100 each at a premium of 10 per share, payable as follows. Application 30, on allotment 50, including premium, on first and final call rupees 30. All the shares were subscribed and the money duly received first and final call on 500 shares. The director forfeited these shares and reissued them as fully paid at rupees 80 per share. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of the company. So this you need to do this question. Solve this question and share me the answer of what is the balance in your forfeited account which you have transferred to capital reserve account. Okay, have you taken the screenshot of the question? Take the screenshot of the question. These are the question which I am giving to the homework, and 2019 also same questions it is there. So solve the questions and comment the answers. Thank you for watching. I hope you all understood. It was helpful for you people. Don't get tensed. Don't get panic. You have put one year of your hard work to give 3 hours of this exam. So keep that in mind. And your parents are waiting at home. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಕಷ್ಟನ 3 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಕಾಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿದ್ದವಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಯುವರ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಕೀಪ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. All the best. And I will upload other unit videos also, issue of debentures, cash flow, financial statement, analysis of financial statements also in upcoming videos. Share for your friends, it will be useful. And thank you. Have a great day.